Monday morning, but we are joined here with Lucas. Is that correct?
Luke.
Luke, I am so sorry. Luke Alfaro, is that right? Alfaro. I'm sorry. I'm all kinds of backwards. Alfaro. And you push. They're going to do a little alert on our East Texas Now mobile app so that way people can tune in with us. Okay. So you are partnering, or you're with the Tyler Parks and Rec, getting ready for the big seedling giveaway event that's going on this weekend.
Yep, that's correct. I work for the city of Tyler. I'm the arborist and urban forester, and just trying to get ready this week for our annual seedling giveaway, which is this Saturday. It starts at 8 o'clock and goes till about noon, or until they run out. So if they run out a little bit before, then it could be over a little sooner. So we always encourage people to try and show up a little early.
So again, that's February 1st, this Saturday at the CHRISTUS Trinity Mother Francis South Tyler location.
That's correct. Yeah, on the
Okay.
corner of Broadway and Cumberland.
Okay.
And so basically, you pull up. You can park in any of the parking spots to get out, and we'll have a couple tents set up, and you can take 2 to 3 each of each species, and so have 10 or 12 seedlings each, and so they're completely free and nothing to it.
Very cool. Now, I was kind of digging a little bit deeper on this because I know my grandmother's really into this event. 2,000 tree seedlings, that's how many y'all are giving out?
Yeah, so every year we anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 seedlings is how many we give out every year. And every year they are donated by Arborgen. And so I want to give a shout out to them and say thank you for donating them. And they're a huge help, and we couldn't do it without them. And so them helping us out is we really appreciate it. But yeah, so 2,000 seedlings, and we have 4 different species.
Okay.
We have 2 types of oaks. We have a white oak, which is obviously in the white oak family, and a cherry bark oak, which is in the red oak family. I kind of handpicked these species. I basically choose what they have available.
You get to choose.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
But it's what they have available, and so I kind of picked these species. The white oak is a really good oak. Grows really well in yards. It's just kind of a large tree. It has to have room to grow. But even in the wintertime, it's a nice looking tree. It has kind of flaky bark on it, peely bark, and so nice looking tree, and does really well in an urban setting.
Okay.
Then cherry bark oak is also a large oak. Gets anywhere from 80 to over 100 foot tall, and so again, you need somewhere large to plant that tree.
And what were the other 2 species you mentioned?
The other 2 is pecan. Most people know what pecan trees are. Everybody loves them.
Absolutely.
But again, got to have kind of a large space for them. And then our last species is a common persimmon.
Okay.
Kind of a medium-sized tree, anywhere from 40 to 50 foot at maturity. Maybe a little bit bigger, and if it lives for a long time. And so those are the 4 species, and you're welcome to pick and choose which ones you like or don't like. You don't have to take them all, or you can if you want.
Is there a limit for how many people can have?
We try and do it about 2 to 3
Okay.
per species, but kind of depending on how it's going. If we're getting later in the day, around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and we still have a lot left over, we may kind of bump that up a little bit. So if you come early in the morning and you only get a couple, and you want to check back in at about 11 or 11:30 to see if you can get some more, you're more than welcome to do that.
Now, this is a first come first serve basis, of course.
It is.
Okay.
But last year I think we gave out 1,800 seedlings, and we had quite a few left over.
What do y'all do with the ones that are left over that people don't come in and claim?
We try and advertise them on our Facebook page and just say,
Okay.
hey, we have them at the office if you'd like to. We have them at the office if you'd like to come pick them up. And if not, we try and get them planted somewhere, in our parks, or maybe somewhere in a wooded area on a trail or something like that.
So they'll be used regardless.
Yes, they will be used regardless. They won't go to waste.
Now, how long have y'all been doing this? Because I know this is an annual event; it's yearly. How long have they been giving away seedlings?
Well, I don't know the exact number on how long they've been giving away seedlings, but
Right.
I do know that we've been at Tree City USA for 15 years. So I'm going to say 15 years.
Okay, confidently,
yeah,
15
I'm going to
years.
say that. It may be 15 or a couple years shy of that.
Have you seen a rise in more people wanting to participate in this event?
Well, this is only my second seedling giveaway. I've been with the city for coming on 2 years in May.
Okay.
But last year we had a lot of people interested in it. Had a lot of people on Facebook say they were going, and so we gave out a lot of tree seedlings, and there's a lot of people that get really excited about it. So we're glad that we can come out and help people and give these out for free.
Do y'all usually have similar varieties each year, or is this something that it changes from year to year?
It changes, but for the most part, I try and I pick species that number one do well in an urban setting. Will do well in your yard, but also try and get some variety as far as a mature size because not everybody has a huge yards that can
Right.
support a big oak tree, and
Right.
so
Not everyone wants a big tree.
and exactly, and so if we can, I try and get some small trees, but again, these seedlings are donated, and I just kind of have to choose what's available, and so I try and get a large species and smaller species too.
Gotcha. Is there a favorite? Is there one that's like always gone in the first few hours? I would think the pecan, but that's just me.
So, yeah, pecans are very popular. If we ever have, a smaller species like a dogwood or a redbud,
okay.
those go really really quick just because
Yeah.
they're really pretty trees, have blooms, and they look really really nice. So those are
Right.
gone like really quickly.
Yeah, the dogwood would go fast, but that's not the small one that you have this year. It's the
It's a common persimmon.
common
Yep,
persimmon. Okay.
that's it.
And I know sometimes these are folks coming out who've probably never planted a tree seedling before. Do y'all give any kind of like information or help in that department of like, oh, this is my first time? Do you get a lot of frequently asked questions, that kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah. So that's another big thing is we last year I created like a handout, and then also we
Oh.
have QR codes that you can scan. So if you don't want to take paper with you, you can scan a QR code. It'll take you to our website, and then there'll be links and kind of some descriptions there on not only what type of tree you have, how large it gets, just in case you forget, but
Right.
also how to plant it. And then if you want to put it in a pot for a year or two just to let it kind of grow up before you plant it in your yard, you can also do that. So we provide kind of all the necessary information. Then additionally, we put kind of like a small strip of paint on the seedlings because they all look very similar because they
Oh,
don't
I'm
have
sure.
they're like little sticks and they don't have any leaves on them. So
Right.
if you have 15, 10 seedlings, right, it can be hard to tell what you have when you get home. And so we put kind of a small strip of paint on them, and then that kind of correlates with what you have. So
Very cool. Now, is there things at home that people need offhand before they head out to pick up a seedling that they might need before, planting this in their yard?
no, as far as picking up the seedlings, you may want to bring like a small bag or something. They may be a little wet. We keep them in buckets to
Okay.
keep the roots moist. But other than that, nope. You
Like
don't
if
really
you're
need
putting this
anything.
back in the minivan, you might want to put something down to.
Yeah, like maybe like a small tarp or a plastic
Okay.
paper sack or something. So, but other than that, yeah, there's nothing. They're pretty small. I mean, they're only 12 to 15 inches in size right now. So they're smaller trees.
So if anyone has any questions beforehand, how can they reach you guys?
Yeah, so they can email me at my work email, which is lalfaro@tylertexas.com, or they can call the Tyler Parks and Rec department and just kind of follow the prompts, and it'll take you directly to me.
Perfect. So again, that's starting Saturday, February 1st, 2,000 tree seedlings to give out.
That's it.
Very nice. And again, that's at the the Christus Trinity Mother Francis South Tyler location. What time does it kick off?
It starts at 8, and we're going to be kind of packing up at around 12. So if you want to guarantee seedlings, maybe try and come a little early.
Yeah,
8,
if
9.
you have your eyes set on a certain kind, head out early.
Exactly.
Well,
That's it.
thank you, Luke. Thank you so much for being here and talking to us for a little bit. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me. I had a good time.
Well, very cool. All right, your time.